Hello everybody, SlimKirby here, and welcome to my new Let's Play. I told you guys last year, when I finished the Overcooked 1 playthrough, that it was pretty likely I was going to do the sequel in the following year, and that's pretty much what I'm here for. So, yeah, I'm going to be playing some Overcooked 2. Once again, I'm going to be doing this solo, but I will actually try to show off some multiplayer gameplay in this project, because I actually have the means to do that now, and I'll talk more about that when we obviously get to that point, which will be, you know, kind of after the main part of the game and the DLC and everything. So, yeah, we'll get to that. But yeah, Overcooked 2 came out in 2018, so it's actually been a while since the last Overcooked game. I don't really remember when the all-you-can-eat, like, deluxe super version came out, but they haven't done an Overcooked 3 yet, so there's not really any new games yet. I know that the teams working on this are kind of working on another game right now, so I don't know if they have any plans to go to Overcooked 3, but nonetheless, I'm at least going to be playing some Overcooked 2 here on YouTube, so that's what we're going to be doing here. So, yeah, let's get things started here. So as far as the general mindset of this game, it's really not any different than the first Overcooked game. They add one new mechanic, which we'll get into when we start playing, as well as it pretty much turns it up to 11 if it wasn't already turned up to 11. There's a lot more crazier gimmicks and a lot of other weird stuff that'll happen in these levels. But it's also a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun playing this game. And, yeah. I actually first played this on the Nintendo Switch, but I'm actually playing the Steam version on PC, just because it'll generally run better and smoother, and I think it'd just be a better version overall just to do if you have it available to you. Also, I believe there are a lot of characters you can choose from here. I honestly don't even know if I'll be able to get through all of them, if I'm being honest with you, just because there are so many. But you know, we'll definitely switch between characters. I'll try to switch between the characters every video at the very least. I'm actually going to go ahead and start with my favorite character. Yeah, I gotta pick the turtle because, you know, Bowser, Slim Bowser. Gotta do that. Come on. And yeah, let's go ahead and start a new game. Start with slot number 3. And yep, we have the tutorial level. The following is based on actual events. Only the names, places, and vegetables have been changed. Just after tea time. At last! How long I've waited for this moment, the trials we've been through to win this noble prize. Look at it, Kevin. Look, the fabled Necronomnomicon. Or Necronomnomicon. Bark. What? Bark. What do you mean it's dangerous? Don't be silly. This book holds the secret to everlasting culinary greatness. In a large bowl, dissolve the sugar in warm water and then stir in yeast. Allow to proof until yeast resembles a rich creamy foam. Bark! Mix in salt and oil, then mix in the flour. Knead the dough. Cover with a damp cloth. And allow to rise! Oh my god, it's the walking bread! Rise, rise! Ha ha ha! Huh? No, 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 this wasn't supposed to happen. It can't be. It's the unbread. Okay, that's a little more clever. I do like the walking bread, though. As my best chefs, or conveniently the ones that happen to be here, see if you can fend them off. They seem so hungry. Set to it! Okay, so, once again, welcome to Overcooked. So, the idea for this game is you're basically making food for customers. So this first customer wants just a plain salad. Next one wants a tomato with their salad. Now, the biggest joy of this game, I think, as I've said before, is the fact that you can play this co-op with friends. And I stand by that because it's a much better experience, because when you're playing as just a single player, you obviously have to control all the characters, and it can be kind of tricky to get like really good scores while doing that. Definitely possible by all means, but you know, it does take a lot of work for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and get this. Working on this now. But yeah, I first played this game with my good friend Bowser 2 Queen. She first discovered the game through a recommendation of someone she talked to online. And, you know, she thought I would end up liking the game as well. It's a, you know, pretty fun co-op multiplayer game, and we played it together and have played it many, many times together, even like all the DLCs too, and it's just been a blast. It's been a very, very fun game to kind of, you know, just kind of mess with from time to time. Let's see if I can maybe get that done. I don't know if I'll get this done in time. I'll see if I can try to get one more. Ah, dang it. Oh well, not too bad. We still got something done. Nice chopping action. Now, oh, no. The horde is too ravenous. Bark, bark. Don't be a hero, Kevin. Quick, back to the castle. Retreat! You may be my best chefs, but you have much to learn if you're to conquer that appetite. Me and Kevin can keep those fiends from entering the castle, for now. But if the unbred spread out from the castle grounds, I fear that the Onion Kingdom... We must act quickly. Burk! Why, of course, the Royal Sagecoach. She just has been upgraded. It seems that once again, it's up to you chefs to save our kingdom. So take my wheels, hit the road, learn some new recipes, and for the love of onions, learn to cooperate better. Hey, I think we did pretty good. I think I did pretty good there. So yeah, the world map is pretty much just like it is in the original Overcooked game. I think there's a lot more detail they kind of put in the map, but it's kind of laid out the same, basically. Play the levels in different game modes. Your current game mode is displayed in the top right corner of the screen. So yeah, as you can see at the very top, you have, it says this is the story mode. I believe if you... Yeah, you can change it to practice mode, where you can just have unlimited time and just practice the recipes as much as you want. And you also have survival mode, which is basically see how long you can last in the stage. I'm going to stick with the story mode just because that's, you know, the standard, but, you know, it is kind of interesting to see, like, some of the other options that are available, though, for sure. But yeah, we'll stick with story mode. And as usual, there is a star system for this game. You only needed 60 points to get 3 stars. We got 508, so we're pretty good. I believe this is the game that introduces the 4-star system, though, which doesn't become active until you beat the game. And what sucks is, even when you beat the game, even if you had met the 4-star score, you actually don't get the 4th star until you do it again afterwards. So, I'm going to say it right now, I'm not going to make this a 4-star playthrough. I'm going to try to get 3 stars and everything, but I'm not going to push it if I don't get it. Because, honestly, this game can be hard. There are some very, very difficult levels, especially later on, so I'm not going to make it a priority, but, you know, I'll try to do the best I can as to showcase strategies for getting up to that point anyway. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to our first level here, 1-1. We need 240 points to get 3 stars. And looks like we're making sashimi here. Sashimi is pretty simple. You just need 1 ingredient. You just chop it and put it on a plate, and that's really about it. So, yeah, let's go ahead and skip and get this started. And I believe, okay, it's not actually doing it here, but one thing that's kind of interesting is they actually introduce prep levels in this game. Prep levels are basically... I'll also talk about that in a second. Prep levels are basically... you can actually, before the timer starts, you can kind of get ingredients ready ahead of time. And it's a way just to kind of, you know, get more practice, or if you want to have like a lot of stuff like kind of chopped up and... oh my god, I gotta get used to playing with 2 characters again. I'm not used to that. But yeah, that's essentially what these prep levels are. Now, you may have noticed something, that I actually threw some ingredients. That is, I think, the most based edition of Overcooked 2, at least in my own personal opinion. Because in this game, you can actually throw ingredients, and basically it allows you to kind of just... You know, if you're trying to stick to an individual area, you can kind of use the throw-in system to just kind of, you know, kind of stay in your lane, so to speak, and kind of get out of other people's way. That's definitely something I have a huge issue with when playing this game with other people. Is just I'm always getting in other people's ways, and I don't like that. I don't like getting in people's ways because obviously, you know, we're trying to perform a job, perform a service here, and I don't want to get in people's ways at all. But, you know, in a game like this, it's also just, you know, unavoidable sometimes. Okay, so I think we've created enough at this point, because again, we only need a 240 to finish off here, so I'm going to leave this here, and I'm going to go ahead and start serving. Now, you may notice, yeah, we're going to get a lot of... single orders here, and we're gonna get through these very, very quickly. But that is okay, because it is all by design. Well, I actually did that out of order. So yeah, you do want to try to put these in order of how you get the orders, because it does, you do have a combo, and if you break your combo, it means less points overall. Not that it matters, because we're already past the score, and we still have like 1:30 left. Also, yeah, you gotta make sure everything is on a plate before you turn it in. That is okay. Okay. And then just a reminder for those, since, you know, Has been a year since this playthrough. When you're doing single player, your chopping actions will generally take a lot longer than what they would if you're doing this multiplayer. Things move a lot faster in multiplayer. Which can be a little frustrating, but I understand why they do that. Just so, like, you know, you have enough time to switch and everything. And they make the point thresholds a lot smaller for, like, getting 3 stars and 4 stars and everything, so it's really not that bad, personally. I don't know if I should be able to get this done. I don't know if I'll get this done, though. It'll be close. I won't get anything else done, though. Here, throw a fish at myself. Okay, so there we go. That was 1-1. We got 31 orders in. So yeah, whenever you get a new recipe, you'll have some prep you can do. And yeah, the prep will allow you to, you know, just kind of get some stuff ready ahead of time. So yeah, let's go ahead and continue on. I'll probably do about 3, like, I know we did the tutorial level, but I'll try to do like 3 regular levels before I stop. So next up we have 1, 2. What do we need? We need 300 for the 3-star here. But yeah, once we unlock 4 stars, we'll go across the world and see how close I was to getting the 4-star. And in some cases, I'm sure I'll get it, but yeah. Okay, so here we have sushi. I think it's going to be, once again, a prep level, if I'm not mistaken. Because it is a new recipe. Quote unquote. Yeah, it looks that way. Okay, so for sushi, you have a few different steps you have to do. Basically, for sushi, you have to have cooked rice, chopped fish, and then some nori. I'm going to go ahead and put another rice in. The key to getting a really good score in like all the different levels and everything is definitely multitasking. Which, admittedly, I think can be pretty hard to do sometimes, too. Just because, you know, there's a lot you gotta get going, but... I'm gonna go ahead and just put... there... and put you in there... Okay, and yeah, as you can see, we're like already past the score. Go ahead and chop you. Yeah, stop your beeping. And if there's stuff like this, you can take it off. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time for that, but we'll try it. I think we'll have it. There we go. 1,124. Way over the 3-star score. I imagine it's got to be over the 4-star scores too, but again, I don't know over 100% sure. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue. Oh, we actually got a new chef. Hooray! Now we added that chef to our giant roster of characters. which is going to get even more giant by the end of this, that's for sure. Okay, 1-3, and this will be the last level we do in this video. So this is, once again, making the sushi, but there's going to be an additional ingredient that we can do. And I think you also just make sashimi by itself, too. Also, yep, we have to start cleaning the plates again, too. That's always one of the more, I don't want to say difficult things to do. It's one of those things that can be really hard to forget about when you're trying to be in the zone of, like, you know, making all these recipes and everything. But yeah, it is something you gotta kind of do. I'm gonna throw some rice over here, just so I'm ready for action. Let's go ahead and put this here. You go ahead and serve this. Chop this in the meantime. You go ahead, move this here. I'll go ahead and put some of you in. Also need this. See, this is where the multitasking can get pretty insane if you're not careful. Okay, so you got rice, we got that. You can go ahead and clean. Boom, put this together, put this, turn this in, cut this. I'm just going to have you turn this in. Let's go ahead and move this over. This. Some more rice in up here. Okay. Boom. Here, let me. Perfect. I'm also going to get this over here too. Boom. Okay, this first. What do I need? This. Here, you go ahead and chop this then. Okay, you can get some stuff ready in the meantime. I might be able to do this. Ah, no. Yeah, chopping just takes way too long. But hey, we got 700 points. I don't know if that's going to be a 4-star score, though, but hey, it was enough to get 3 stars at the very least. Not that we needed a lot to get 3 stars. Okay, and, oh yeah, I should probably mention that. There are hidden levels in this game. These are called Kevin levels. Basically, if you meet a certain threshold on a certain level, you'll unlock an additional level you can do where you can get some additional stars. These levels are generally harder than what you'd expect them to be. But some of them can be pretty fun, too. It kind of just depends on, you know, what kind of level you get. I'll actually start the next video by doing this level, just for fun. As far as what the condition was, I don't remember what it was for this particular level. I'll just put it on screen in, like, an annotation, letting you know what the requirement is to unlock. And usually, if you want to know if a level has a Kevin level unlock, the little ball on top of the flagpole will actually be like flashing white. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and actually end this video here. I want to thank you guys for watching the first video of Overcooked 2. Looking forward to playing this. I have a lot of fun memories of playing this game, and yeah, it should be a lot of fun to see how this works. So this has been SlimKirby. I will see you guys next time. Later, folks.